Hey guys, I'm back again doing another video. This time I am going to be filming my 2015 beauty favorites. This is just a bunch of products that I've kind of thrown together throughout the entire year of 2015 that I have been loving. I've tried to keep it to a short list. I tried my best to keep it to at least 2 items per makeup application step, if that makes sense. So there's a few things that I kind of gave myself a little extras just because I really couldn't decide on just 2. There's a great mixture of drugstore and high-end products here, so let's just go ahead and get started so this video is not crazy long. Ow, there's something on my toe. I'm going to try to stay in order of makeup application so it kind of makes sense, and just a heads up, this video is strictly beauty products. There is no skincare, there's no hair, there's none of that. So if you guys would be interested in a video like that, just comment below and let me know. Okay, so the very first thing, this is a holy grail product for me. I have used it for I think the entire year of 2015 and it's still going strong into 2016, and this is the Lush Tea Tree Water Toner Water. Excuse me, I just ate. If you watched my last video, I couldn't even speak. I was so hungry, and now I'm like so full. Now I can't speak again. But anyway, it says it's a cleansing tea tree astringent grapefruit and balancing juniper berry. It keeps disasters at bay and it's beneficial to anyone with oily skin. So I have super oily skin, and this has literally changed how my skin creates oil. It creates so much less. It doesn't seem to need as much oil, so this is going to remain a holy grail product for myself, I guarantee, throughout the rest of the 2016 year. The next 2 products, I'm going to go ahead and mention them together because essentially they are pretty much the exact same thing. I can't really decide what one is better than the other. But the first one is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Facial Primer, and this one is the Marc Jacobs, let's see, Invisible Undercover Resurfacing Coconut Face Primer. They both have coconut water in them. They are both a super thin consistency. I use these more as moisturizers as opposed to primers. Oh, I have a puppy climbing on my lap. Hi. How are you? Get down, please. Get down. Okay. So anyway, they are both made with extremely similar ingredients. Like I said, I can't really decide which one I like more. If you are looking for a more wallet-friendly option, definitely the Too Faced one is the better option as opposed to the Marc Jacobs. However, I love the Marc Jacobs packaging. I think that is super cute. I love the clear matte base. I just think that's super pretty and original, and I haven't seen anything like that aside from all Marc Jacobs products, but still, it's super pretty. So yeah, these are both awesome. Like I said, I use them as moisturizers, not primers. For a product that I actually do use as a primer, this is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This is a primer that I love to use during wintertime, or time like now where my skin is super dry and needs a little more moisturization to get me through the day. Like I said just a few minutes ago, I'm naturally an oily skinned kind of person, but during the wintertime, just like everyone else, my skin does dry out a little bit, so I really love this product to kind of help combat that. And it just makes your foundation glide on so freaking smooth. It's awesome. But the next product, this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing one. It is a sample size. As you can tell, it is so small. This is not what the actual product looks like. I have... I'll just grab this one. Oh no, it's sample size too. Just kidding. I actually do not have a full-size version of any of these products. However, they are so amazing. This one is really good at filling in your pores in the T-zone. I don't know why I have to carve out my T-zone like you don't know where that is already. But this one is really good to hide pores. The next one is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the mattifying base. This one I really like to use in the summertime to help combat the oils. Once again, I use it in the T-zone area underneath of my foundation, and it's super awesome. And this is also a sample size. I don't have the full size of this either. Okay, so I have 2 foundations. One is high-end and one is drugstore. I'll start with the drugstore one first. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I have really grown to love this foundation over the year of 2015. It looked really good on my skin during the summertime, especially because it had that matte consistency. It is super creamy, easy to maneuver and put into the skin. So it says it's for normal to oily skin tones. Yeah, or like skin tones, what? Let's try this again. It says that it is for normal to oily skin types, not tones. So this has been a really great and pretty affordable foundation. So I am in the shade currently 125. I am pretty pale since it is winter time. But I still kind of grab this one and use it even though it is winter time, just for those days that I want to look matte. The next one, this is the high-end foundation. As it should be no surprise to anybody since everybody on the planet loves this foundation. It is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Foundation. Mine is in the shade Bisque Medium, I think that's how you say that. I really love this foundation. It is extremely full coverage, however it doesn't have that thick and cakey feeling. So it glides on super smooth, it's super creamy, really easy to blend all over the face. As I mentioned in my haul video that you're probably going to watch before this one, hopefully, that the only thing I don't like about this is the fact that you have to apply it with a wand. I would think a super pricey, really girls, come on, hey, shh, shh. You would think a foundation that was as pricey as this one is would come with a pump, but it doesn't. But oh well, I'll get over it because I love it so much. So I'm never inviting them back in here again. Okay, so the next products that I have are concealers. One is drugstore and one is high-end. The drugstore one is the NYX HD Concealer. This is the high definition mineral enriched, formulated without talc and parabens, it says. Mine is in the shade Porcelain. It's CW01. This is just a really good full coverage concealer that I use in the under eye, like triangle area. It doesn't crease too terribly bad. Even though it is full coverage, it's pretty a thin consistency, which I really like in my concealers because I have those teeny little lines underneath my eyes, and concealer loves to make its way into those and crease. So that's a pretty good one. The next one I have is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Warm. Once again, I use it just in the triangle area underneath my eye and to highlight the high points of my face. This is another weightless full coverage concealer that doesn't crease too terribly underneath my under eyes. So I really like it as well. I guarantee it'll continue to be a staple in my collection for 2016. The next product, I actually applied this before my concealers, so I should have grabbed it first, but that's okay. But it is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is what it looks like right here. It is exactly what it says. It's an under eye corrector, and it has some brightening effects to it. It's super shiny. I just placed it underneath my eyes, only in the areas where you can see the darkness, which is literally right here underneath my eyes. I blend it in with my foundation brush, and it just kind of reflects light back to you, so it doesn't make my under eyes appear as dark as they actually are. So that's another great product. I know NYX actually makes a very similar product. It doesn't have the brightening effect that that one does, but they are also just as awesome for color correction. The next product that I have, I'm sorry if I sound like out of breath. I literally can barely breathe out of my nose, so I'm like trying to breathe out of my mouth and talk at the exact same time, and it's not easy. But the next product that I have is the MAC Studio Fix Foundation Powder in the shade NW30. This has literally been the powder that I have set my foundation with for the entire year of 2015. I have tried maybe a handful of other things and always go back to this. Mine is, I've literally hit pan. I am almost completely out of this product. I love it. I actually have like 6 or 7 backups waiting ready to go for this whenever this one runs completely out. So yeah, it's just as simple as that. It's just a setting powder that is awesome. Speaking of more setting powders, oh my god, these little hairs are gonna drive me insane. They are just so itchy. And they like fall down, like the little baby hairs from your scalp that fall down and like tickle your face, but it super itches. So speaking of more setting powders, I have got quite a few contour and highlighting palettes over the year, and I have actually picked out my two that I always went back to. It didn't matter what ones that I had, if they were brand new or whatever, I always go back to either one of these products. I'm sorry that they're both high-end, but for me, you get what you pay for, and these were just amazing, so I had to mention them. So the very first one that I have here is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Mine is so beat up, you can barely read what it says on the front anymore. But this is what it looks like. Once again, mine is just beat to hell. I have hit pan on all three of the highlight shades. I'm getting super close on the contour shades, at least these two. This one I don't use as much because it is extremely dark, but it makes a really, really good eyeshadow color. All of these, they are super creamy, super pigmented, they just glide on, they're so amazing, so I definitely had to mention this palette. My favorite was definitely the banana shade, but there is literally like none left. Can't get any more out of there. So, awesome palette. If you can, grab it, because it's worth it. The next one I have is the, ow, come on. The next contour highlight palette that I have is the Marc Jacobs Mirage Filter palette. This is what it looks like. I really fell in love with the packaging of this. I just thought it was so sleek and so pretty. I love the mirrored packaging. Oh gosh. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I didn't. Okay. Speaking of mirrors, like the mirror in this is redonkulous. Like, how insane is that? But this is what it actually looks like itself. I have obviously been loving the yellow shade. I have hit pan on it, and I am once again getting super close to hitting pan on the contour shade. It is just awesome. Super creamy, super pigmented. Definitely worth the price tag. So once again, if you can, pick it up. Oxygen. We are literally like halfway done. We are rocking. I'm either talking way too fast and you're not going to understand anything that I'm trying to say. I have makeup all over my hands. Or this is going to be pretty good, and I'm going to be really proud of myself for not taking 55 years to film a video. So, cross our fingers that it's good. Okay, so the next things that I have are bronzers. Unfortunately, I just could not seem to find a drugstore bronzer. Over the year, I tried out all kinds and just didn't fall in love with any of them. So all the ones that I have are high-end. I apologize, but that's just how it's got to be. The very first one I picked up around springtime, and I literally was almost completely out of the product by the end of summer. I used it every single day. I was madly in love with it. It is the NARS Laguna Bronzer. Yeah. I don't know, I'm reading it backwards. Anyway, this is what it looks like. I have literally hit pan. There is not much left. I don't have a whole lot to work with, so I really need to go out and buy myself another one. But this is such an amazing bronzer. It definitely has, it's more ashy tone than it is golden, which is really great because my skin looks better with more ashy tone bronzers than it does golden ones, just because I am so fair skinned. So once again, NARS Laguna Bronzer. The next one I will mention because this is another big one that I use during the summertime as well. I would mix it with NARS Laguna or just by itself. It just really depended. But this is the MAC Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzer Powder in the shade Delicates. It was, I believe, limited edition. I'm not sure. It comes in a limited edition packaging. If it's not, awesome. Grab yourself one of these because they are super, or they are, Jesus. It is super awesome. It's just this beautiful, bright, bronzy color. It definitely has a little bit of shimmer reflex in it, but it's not like a glitter, which I hate. I only like glitter on my eyes, not on my face. So this is just, it was a really pretty This is just a really pretty bronzy shade, so it's definitely something that I use more so in the summertime. I haven't reached for it in quite a while, but when it was nice and summery out, this was my go-to. So, awesome. The next one, this has literally been a bronzer I have used from the end of summer until this day, and I am still haven't even hit pan. I've used it for like 4 months now, every single day. I love it, can't get enough of it. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. This is what it looks like right here. Once again, it is just another really pretty ashy tone bronzer. This, I believe, is the middle shade. They have a milk chocolate and I think dark chocolate Soleil. They are made with cocoa, so they do smell like chocolate. Oh, I literally can't get enough of it. That might be why I love it so much, because I love chocolate. But anyway, this is a really great product. Like I said, I've used it every single day, and I do not believe I am close to hitting pan. Like, you can barely see a dent in the product itself. So this is definitely going to be a staple in my collection for this year. Moving on to blushes. I grabbed 2 blushes. One of them is high-end, and the other I honestly do not know, because I'll just talk about it first. I received this blush in a BoxyCharm box, so I don't really know if this is considered high-end or drugstore. I really never looked it up, but I love this blush. It is from the brand Studio Makeup. It looks like this. This is the packaging. And it is in the shade Wildflower, SBB07 Wildflower. This is what it looks like right here. It is just a really pretty blush shade, like a pinky mauve, kind of just really pretty natural shade. It looks really pretty on the cheeks. It is super pigmented. You really don't need too much to give yourself a natural kind of just blush effect. So I really, really love this blush. I'll have to look more into, this brand a little bit more, because if any of the other products are like this one, I know I'm going to love them. And the next one is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Captivating. This is the product or packaging right here. And this is the product itself. It's just a really pretty, bright, pinky peach shade. It looks super pretty on the skin, very natural. Just a really, whoa, all of my things are like flopping over. But, yeah, just such a pretty color. So, once again, it is Captivating by Tarte. Awesome color. Whew. Okay, next are highlighters. I actually have a high-end and a drugstore for this one, so we'll start with the drugstore. I bought this and was so pleasantly surprised, I went back and got another. So this is the Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage collection. It is in the shade Hollywood Boulevard. This is what it looks like right here. The packaging is kind of obnoxious, but you do get a crap ton of product. Oh, come on, it's so itchy. But this is what it looks like right here. It's just got this kind of like pretty swirl pattern inside of it, and it just has, I'll swatch a little bit of it, the brightest, prettiest shimmer. Like, look at that right there. Like, that's insane what that looks like to be drugstore. Like, I am in love with this, and I think it was like $3 or something. I mean, crazy. So yeah, this was awesome. So Hollywood Boulevard by Wet n Wild. Awesome. The next one that I have is the Becca sorry, I have to get this off me. The next one that I have is Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade, why can't I think of it? Champagne Pop. Oh my god. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. This was another one of my favorites to use during the summertime. This is what it looks like. It is just a gorgeous pinky champagne color. I mean, literally, Champagne Pop is the best name for it, because that is exactly what it looks like. I'll swatch this one too. We'll use this finger. Like, look at that. So pretty. I'll put them next to each other. So yeah, this is what they look like together. They're just super pretty. Like, I love highlighters. I live for highlighters. You literally cannot get enough. If the Lord above cannot see me gleaming from down here, then we've got an issue. Never enough highlight. Okay. So as far as eyeshadows go, I literally go through, God, hundreds of eyeshadows probably on a yearly basis, just because there is so much out there, so much coming out. It seems like every month there is a new product that is out and about. So I just picked, whoa, I am covered. So I just picked two palettes that I caught myself always seeming to go back for a particular color. Really great travel companions just because they seem to have everything that you need. So these were just the two that just stood out in my mind. So the first one is the Lorac Pro Mega, the Lorac Pro Mega 2. I think that's how it's supposed to be, I'm not sure. But anyway, first off, look at the mirror on this beast. That's insane. But this is what it looks like on the inside. I mean, the array of colors that you get are just phenomenal. I mean, literally every color that you would ever need is in here. From your dark blacks, you've got mattes, you've got shimmer shades, you've got just everything. Literally everything that you could want is in this palette. So, like I said, I really like to travel with it. It has got just about every option that I could think of to use. So this is a really great palette. I suggest picking it up. But the next one is the Tartelette palette. This is the original Tartelette. Once again, it's got a crazy huge mirror on it. But this one is just a bunch of beautiful matte shades. I don't know how well you can see them on camera, but I love the packaging. But once again, it just has a full array of shades, everyday shades that you can wear. Yeah, it's just, woo. It's just an awesome palette. So I seem to always be reaching for this palette, whether it's for the light shades, the dark shades, what have you. I love this palette. Next is my brow pencil. I will quickly talk about it because I use it the exact same thing in every single video. It is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. It's amazing. I just ordered a new brow product to try it out, so I'm going to see if it's any better or if this is literally going to be my holy grail for the rest of my life. So I'll let you know. The next thing I have would be eyeliners. I have two, well actually I have three. I have a liquid, I have a kohl, and a gel. So I'll just go ahead and do the gel first. The gel eyeliner that I have is MAC's Black Track. I just have the little pot here. I really loved this whenever I first got it. Now not so much because it's drying out. I'll have to pick up another one, but it's super creamy. Not as black as I would like it to be, but I usually would take a liquid, just like a matte black liquid eyeliner over top of it if I really was bothered by it, but usually I wasn't. So once again, MAC's Black Track. The next one I have is the kohl eyeliner, and this is by Ardency In. It is the Monster Kohl eyeliner. Mine is literally half the size that it originally came in. I have used this all year long. It is an amazing kohl eyeliner. It glides on super smooth, very blendable, very wearable. It doesn't stay in the waterline all day like it advertised that it would, but nothing does on me, so I really wasn't surprised. The next one that I have is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the color Trooper. This is just one of the sample size ones because my full size one, I have literally used it so much, none of the writing is on it anymore. So I just thought I'd grab this one just so that you could see how cute the packaging is. It's just got the beautiful roses on it and the Kat Von D logo. I love that this is not a felt tip, but it is actually just a ton of teeny little brush bristles or fibers that all come up to a super sleek point. So I really love this stuff. You just give it a shake, mix it up, and just go. It is super easy for a winged liner, a regular liner, whatever the hell you want to do. It just makes it just makes eyeliner application super quick and super easy. So this is Kat Von D Black Track, or no, shitballs. This is the Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner. Next two, we are so close to being done and my camera's dying, so I gotta speed up. The next two are mascaras. One, they are drugstore and high-end. My drugstore I actually left in the packaging because I didn't have an open one anywhere, which is super strange. But it is the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. I just get mine in very black, not the waterproof. I hate waterproof mascara. It literally hurts my eyes whenever I try to take it off, so I stick with non-waterproof mascaras. This is a holy grail mascara for me. I love it, live it, gotta have it. This next one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is a sample size one. I haven't actually went out and bought the full size one, but I have been using this for gosh, like 2 months now or something like that, literally every single day. I love it. I have never found a high-end mascara that I actually thought was worth it until I found this one. So this is definitely worth the hype. I suggest trying it out. So I'm definitely going to purchase the full-size one. I cannot talk. Holy Lord. We're getting so close. Okay, these last 4 things that I have are lip pencils. I have the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade 1993. I have MAC's Boldly Bare. There is Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in the shade Epic. And I have Bella Pierre lip liner in the shade Cinnamon. All 4 of these are just literally liners that I use almost every day. Between one of these 4, I am grabbing one of these. They are super awesome. Great array of shades. Yet to me, they are just literally 4 colors that I have to have, and I suggest you do too. So, yeah, they're awesome. Go with like literally every lip cover. Every lip color ever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The next 2 lipsticks I have, they are actually both high-end. I'm sorry, once again, I just could not find a drugstore lip product that I really could say was a favorite for the entire year. So the very first one I have is a MAC lipstick in the shade Whirl. I mean, hello, everyone and their mother fell in love with this shade this year. It is so pretty. I prefer the lipstick over the lip liner. Just, I don't know, I like this shade better than I do the liner, but that's okay. So yeah, MAC's Whirl. The other one that I have is Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Pure Hollywood. I love this. This is just a beautiful pinky nude, great everyday color. I see myself grabbing for this a lot of the time whenever I just want to do nude lips or anything like that. So awesome, awesome product. So you should pick it up. Last but not least, and I am literally so out of breath I can... I feel like I'm going to pass out. But this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I love this product. I literally cannot go without this product. I love that they have collabed with Skindinavia to create this product. I've heard so many great things about the brand Skindinavia. I have never actually purchased anything with it, but as much as I love this, it gives me kind of great hope that I could branch out into the Skindinavia brand and probably love their products as well, as much as I love this. So this is just a long-lasting makeup setting spray. I use it whenever I'm going to work or something like that where I know I'm going to have to be wearing my makeup for hours and hours and hours at a time. So that's literally all of it, guys. I mean, I feel like I sped right through that, but I just wanted to make it pretty quick and simple. There was really no reason to drag it out. But yeah, that was my favorites for the year of 2015. Like I said, that was only beauty. If you wanted to see skincare, hair care, you know, whatever, just let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Oh my god.